bad. 7,070 runs, averaging 41, just over. 25 years of age, we tend to forget that. It's typical Jaisurya. Whipped away over square leg for 4.
Zenith Jaisurya at his best. Look how effortless this is. Oh, there it is. I'll just help that over the leg side this time. Magnificent timing. It doesn't just clear the infield, it's only a couple of bounces short of the boundary.
Oh, it's got to be close, yeah. No doubt at all. Umpire Venkat says that's out. And Jaisurya goes LBW to Srinath. MCC have an early strike. Rest of the world 10 for 1.
Well, the one thing the umpire's got to think about is, does this pitch outside leg? For my money, it's way outside leg. And I'm afraid that might be where the ball ended up, but it's got to pitch wicket to wicket. Jaisurya thinks unlucky, goes for 8, it's 10 for 1.
Saeed Anwar coming in at number 3. Handed batsman from Pakistan. He's to opening the batsman. Opening the batting for his country.
Well, this is the decision now. It's got to pitch outside leg, that, I'm afraid. It's banged in. You'd have to also argue possibly about the height. In fact, it hasn't really got a lot going it for that decision, has it? It's got to pitch outside leg. And it's pretty high.
Edged on wide of McMillan. And fiddled about with that slip and gully cordon. Had 2 slips to start with, now a slip and a gully, and MCC pay the price.
Genuine edge, and just out of the reach of Brian McMillan. He might even have just got a fingertip to it.
Much slower from McGrath, and that's the reason that Tendulkar didn't time it.
Certainly a much slower delivery by McGrath. Still a good line in length, but Tendulkar picked it up pretty quick. But just played a fraction early. Still went a long way. Seen he didn't time it, really.
Now that is the most fantastic cricket shot. You just have to watch the replay of this, because that is a good length ball, I reckon around about middle and off.
Well, this is a beauty. It wasn't premeditated. It was fractionally short. He just got onto the back foot. It wasn't even really a cross-batted shot. That didn't come down too cross-batted, just enough to fly high wide over mid-wicket. A couple of bounces for 4. Glorious.
Again, McGrath really tried to bang that one into the pitch to force the error. And this time Tendulkar chose to hit it along the ground and just wide of mid-on. Fabulous stuff.
Well, I said earlier he was just starting to feel the pressure, but goodness me, this is the way he plays under pressure. It's fabulous stuff. Very similar shot, but this time mostly along the ground and a lot straighter. Beautiful.
Oh, Anwar joins in the fun. Don't get fooled into thinking this will be a Tendulkar show, because Saeed Anwar is capable of the extra special things as well.
And this wasn't a bad delivery either. This is good length, outside off stump, and Saeed Anwar says, well, that's going leg side. A lot of bottom hand, flick of the wrists, 4 runs. Easy game, Mark. It's in the air, that's hooked away.
Well, actually, it wasn't hooked away very far. It was spliced by Anwar. And everybody, including Proc, certainly the whole crowd, were looking away over square leg, and it didn't even make it to square leg.
It looked good, but it got nowhere.
The flourish, wasn't it? The full follow-through, I think, that did us all. This one surely is out. And is, yeah. It wasn't much of a stroke from Anwar, if we're going to be honest. But it was a nice moment for Glenn McGrath, and a better one for Alan Donald.
It's a good start. End of Alan Donald's first over. Fairly quick. This one was a slower one. Saeed Anwar. Well, I think he mistimed that completely. I don't think he picked the slow one. He hits it straight up in the air. Glenn McGrath's under it. Pretty comfortable catch. Anwar goes for 14. Rest of the world 54 for 2.
Aravinda de Silva is the new batsman, and of course in the last big match that he played here, he made a fantastic 100 against Lancashire for Kent in the Benson and Hedges Cup. He followed that up very soon afterwards with that brilliant 100 in the World Cup final, and here he is now for the rest of the world on another grand stage in the face of a very, very strong bowling attack. He's here because Saeed Anwar has perished to the Donald slower ball.
The end of his first over, Alan Donald, and he completely deceived Saeed Anwar. Mid-off and mid-on were about to collide before Glenn McGrath said, "That's mine." He caught it. Saeed Anwar goes for 14. 54 for 2, the rest of the world.
De Silva's got hold of that one all right. Through straight mid-wicket for a very fine boundary.
Both Sachin Tendulkar and Aravinda de Silva are playing this pull shot very well today. Fractionally short, and it's gone.
Well, it's a bit special. A blinding stroke through straight mid-wicket from Sachin Tendulkar.
Well, when you put into the equation the fastest bowler in the world, and then you analyse the shot, I think really you're just better off looking at it again. It's just an amazing cricket shot. He's hit it on the up through mid-wicket.
.50 for the Maestro. We whispered that he hasn't been at his best. It doesn't matter. There have been strokes there to savour, and a wonderful warm reception to him. It's gone away very fine. And is 4. That is a clever stroke from Aravinda de Silva. He waits and waits, and at the last minute, with the just tiniest turn of the wrist, gets the ball so fine that even long leg can do nothing about it.
It's all to do with waiting. Waiting. Don't commit yourself too early to the shot. Wait for it, and then just use the pace of it. He knows where the field is. Very good placement. Brought up the 50 partnership with that little tickle down the leg side. And just wonder if Aravinda's starting to play.
I'd say he was. 4-4 in consecutive balls from Brian McMillan, who's moved down to the pavilion end and might well wish he hadn't.
It's not that short, but it doesn't have to be.